Today I'm at Oak Grove Cemetery in downtown Brunswick. This is Oak Grove Cemetery here. Some old graves in there. Okay, walking into Oak Grove Cemetery. It was created in 1838. And this is the information here. Okay, this is the Oak Grove Cemetery circa 1883. One of the most notable people buried here, Captain Risley. There was two schools named after him, middle school and also a major school that's on Albany Street. Look at this building, it's pretty interesting right here in the graveyard. Place to reflect and sit. It's the side view of it right here. Makes you wonder if these are graves right here. There is really no markings. There's a lot of graves out here that's not marked right next to this little chapel. And this is a little area to sit next to a little building. Each one of them, each bench in memory of different people. This tells you a little bit of history about this building right here, what it's for. Its double doors allow for entry of caskets and pews, and building of 3 walls for viewing the service, exterior, clapboard siding, interior, tongue and groove walls and floor originals to the chapel. The cedar shake roof was replaced using period materials and work techniques. The careful restoration makes this chapel a true painted lady among the restored buildings. March 1st, 2006. Mayor Brian Thompson and the City Commission appointed the St. Simon's Island chapter to lead the restoration of the cemetery and the chapel. This is the chapel out here at Oak Grove Cemetery, Brunswick, and this is the gravesite for A.T. Putnam and Mary Putnam. This was restored today by the Oak Grove Cemetery Society. They did a good job. This stone was falling on the ground back here. You can see where it fell, and they restored it. Did a good job. You can see where they put the seal on there. You see where they were working on it. They brought in a small lift because this part right here on the top, right here, broke off and was on the ground. And they come out here with a lift and put it back up, and they cleaned it. You can see they cleaned around it, and they cleaned around the side of the grave here, and they cleaned this one as well. The marker here. The Oak Grove Cemetery Society just restored this monument for A.T. Putnam, one of my distant relatives. I didn't know they were going to do it. They just did it, which they're restoring a lot out here. This is just the one they got to. So I thank you very much for that. And walking past the chapel, there's a lot of graves out here that's unmarked. You can see where the bricks are in here. And this one's Captain Charles Alexander. Not sure, probably the Civil War. And also Florence Alexander, died in 1932. These must be the Alexander family here. And this is another grave here. And this is Little Jeannie Spaulding, died in 1911. And there's another one right here on this side.
Born 1911.
You had the Harris plot here. Goes back to 1893, 1890, and 1891. They put these bricks around to kind of keep the preservation of it. Kind of unique looking slab here. Smaller one and a big one. Dates back to 1904 on this one. Can't see the date on that one. I think it's 1900s too. Here's another one right here. Another unmarked grave. Here's another one that's hard to see. It's kind of faded to the date to the 1930s. 1901. This is Willis. This last name is Willis. And this one says Cooper. Here's another one right here too. Unmarked. Can't make out the last name. They died in 1880. Looks like Abbott. It's hard to see. And here's another one over here. Another really old one.